Vós sois a luz do mundo. Mateus capítulo 5, versículo 14. Você sente que você é uma luz nesse mundo? O que Jesus Cristo quer dizer quando ele diz isso aqui nas Escrituras? Vamos pensar sobre isso? Vamos discutir sobre isso em inglês? Hello my friends and welcome! Eu sou Paulo Magnani, sou professor de inglês, sou cristão e esse é o canal Inglês com Fé. Aqui nós aprendemos inglês através da Bíblia, através do Evangelho de Jesus Cristo. Essa série de vídeos aos sábados é uma série especial 100% em inglês. Isso é para ajudar você realmente a desenvolver a sua fluência. Se você está estudando inglês, em algum momento você precisa começar a ver vídeos aqui no YouTube só em inglês. E é mais fácil, garanto para vocês que é mais fácil vocês começarem vendo vídeos com um brasileiro como eu. E hoje nós vamos aprender o capítulo 5 de Mateus, versículo 14. Na semana que vem o versículo 15 e na outra o versículo 16. São versículos lindos que fazem parte ali do Sermão da Montanha das Bem-aventuranças. Só que nós vamos falar somente em inglês. Vamos lá? I'm so thankful for having you here in my channel. I have here my Bible in Portuguese that I'm going to put in here. Because now we don't speak Portuguese anymore. Now we just speak English. And we are going to start opening our Bible in the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 14. Let's see.
Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid.
How was it? Did you understand well the verse? We will understand it well together, but first we need to understand who Jesus was talking to. When Jesus says, ye are the light of this world, well, he was talking to who? The answer is on the first verse of this chapter. Let's see.
And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain. And when he was set, his disciples came unto him.
We can see here in the first verse that Jesus saw a multitude. What does that mean? That means that Jesus saw a lot of people and then he went up into a mountain. And then he was on this mountain and his disciples followed him. Therefore, he started talking to his disciples. So when you read Matthew 5, you can conclude that Jesus was talking not to everybody, but he was talking to his disciples. And who were his disciples?
Oh, I know. His disciples were the apostles.
No, not necessarily. Yeah. So let's understand first here the difference between apostles and disciples. Well, the disciples were all the people who followed Jesus. All the believers, all people that wanted to listen to his teachings, they were his disciples. So you had a big group of people here. And out of this group, Jesus chose 12 and called them to be apostles. So the apostles were disciples, but not all disciples were apostles. Okay? So when he was talking here in Matthew 5, he was talking to his disciples. So let's go back to the verse 14. What was Jesus saying to his disciples? Well, first he said, ye are the light of the world. What is ye? Ye is the same as you. Okay? But what is the difference between ye and you? Well, you know that can be singular or plural. You are my friend, you are my friends. Ye is just like you, but only in the plural. You'd say, ye are my friends. So, you can use ye replacing you in the subject of a sentence when it's plural. Oh, so can I say that when I'm speaking? No, don't do that because nobody uses that anymore. That's an old English. That's a typical English that you see in the Bible, but nobody uses that nowadays, okay? But it's important for you. If you want to read the Bible in English, you need to know this word. Okay, so you are the light of the world. Jesus was talking not to one person, but to everybody who was there. And then he continues. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So first, we need to understand what is a hill. What is a hill? A hill is a mountain. So what is the difference between a hill and a mountain? Let's see the pictures. Well, easy, yeah? A mountain is much bigger. A hill is smaller. You can climb a mountain, but you don't climb a hill. And then continue, it says, a city that is set. on an hill. So first, that you should not say an hill, you should say a hill, because a hill has a consonant sound. And when you have a consonant sound, the article is a hill, not an hill. Oh, so why is an hill here in the Bible? Well, because it's an old English, okay? When you are studying the Bible, you need to understand that you'll see many things that people don't use nowadays, and the article an is not correctly used here if you think about the English that we use today. Today it should be a hill. And the verb set, what does that mean? The verb set is the same as to put or to place. You could think like a city that is put on a hill, or a city that is placed on a hill. Cannot is the same as can't. It's the negative of the verb can. It can't, it cannot be hid. What is hid? Hid, usually we know hid as the simple past of the verb to hide. What is to hide? To hide is, for example, I will get something here and I will hide from you. Okay? I'm gonna hide here under the table. When you hide, you go to a place where nobody can see. That's to hide. We have in Brazil a game that we play as a kid that we call hide. You know? That one person counts and the other children hide. In the United States, they don't call this game hide. How is this game called? Do you know? It's called hide and seek. Hide and seek. It's more, I think it's more correct, yeah, because one person has to seek while the others hide. Okay, so that's the verb to hide. The simple past is hid, and the participle is hidden. Well, usually you would see this sentence in the passive voice like, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hidden. Usually you'd see that, cannot be hidden. Oh, so why it's hid here? Because it's another possibility, okay? Instead of saying hidden, you can also say hid as the participle of the verb to hide. But usually you will not see the verb hid in the participle. Usually in the participle, in the passive voice, you see the word hidden. So if we translate this sentence, this verse for the modern English, I think it would be better understood if we said like this: a city that is placed on a hill can't be hidden. And that's a passive voice sentence. If you invert, you can read it in the active voice sentence. Would be like, you can't hide a city that is placed on a hill. Okay? You can't hide a city that is placed on a hill. A city that is placed on a hill cannot be hidden. So you can understand there in the passive and active voice, just to make it more clear. Great, so now I have a question for you. When Jesus Christ says that you are the light of this world, what does that mean? I feel that we all here, as believers, as Christians, we have a responsibility. Actually, we have many responsibilities, but I feel that God expects some things from us. And one thing that God expects from us is to be a light. Is to be a light in this world. Is to go to places where it's dark and just bring some light, hope, faith, and love where it's needed. And I think there are so many ways that we can do that. And I would like to know from you ideas. Let's share. Tell me here in the comments your ideas, and I will comment, I will answer your comments. Let's talk and try to understand together what God expects from us, and also practice your English. Thanks for watching, and see you next video.